Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomat YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Lanny Burt, the Dividend Diplomats. That's right here. It's Monday morning. You know what that means? It's our top stock picks of the week, where we each pick one stock that we are very high on our watch list, and we may even be buying during the coming trading week ahead.
Guys, smash that subscribe button. Give Bert, the Hurt, and Lanny a nice thumbs up. It is the Dividend Quick Pick Stock Pick Monday. We're going to hit it hard and fast over the next 5 to 7 minutes about two stocks that we've either researched recently on some of our videos or maybe that just caught our eye over the weekend as we were researching stocks, which is what we do during our down times. Thank God our wives are cool with it. You guys might have been spending money on Black Friday, but as we say, we spend our money on dividend stocks over here, guys. So, bro, we got two stocks. Love both of them here. The one that you picked, the one that I picked. I'm curious on your take on yours, and then hopefully you like what I'm picking.
All right. Well, I do. So let's just jump right into it. I just talked about over the weekend how I'm going to be increasing my Monday purchases to 4 shares of SCHD every single Monday for my wife's portfolio. But we're not here to talk about SCHD, are we, Lanny? We're here to talk about a stock.
No.
No, we're not. And that stock is CSCO, ticker symbol CSCO. That dividend. Yeah, that's my really bad take on the thong song.
Dividend song over there.
The dividend song. So what happened with CSCO? They were crushed after their earnings release a couple weeks ago, and they are down, but they are not out because they are basically flat for the year. What they're up 0.88% year to date, 0.58% over the last 52 weeks. So they've just fallen back to where they started this year after they had a run up earlier in the year. What was very interesting though, revenue was up. Revenue was 14.7 billion in the last quarter. Up 7.6% year over year. Software revenue was up. Software subscription revenue was up. Annualized recurring revenue was up. What was the bad news? What caused CSCO to fall? It was an update to the guidance. They now see full year sales guidance of 53.8 billion to 55 billion, down from 57 to 58.2 billion. And earnings per share are now supposed to be between $3.87 and $3.93, below the $4.05 per share estimate from the market. So barely beating what the estimates were. Shucks. They're still your point. They're still earning a lot of revenue, still earning a lot of earnings. So the results are strong for the company.
Yeah, I mean, it's CSCO. We'll flash out the Dividend Diplomat stock screener metrics here, guys. But really quick with CSCO, again, I own it. Bert owns it. I own over 100 shares for sure of this beast. They're indirectly going to be, benefiting quite a bit from the AI and the battle for who has the best AI. But also CSCO benefits greatly from cybersecurity defense. There's no question about it. Still very prevalent, especially, in tougher times. A lot of schemes and bad things happen to good people or to people that don't pay attention to what's going on in the cyber world. But yeah, I mean, Bert, let's go through some of the metrics. I mean, again, we focus on the P ratio, payout ratio, dividend growth rate, and then we look at the dividend yield. So what's CSCO looking like?
So their last price was 48.36. Let's just rip through the metrics here. Their PE ratio with forward earnings is 12.46. Their payout ratio is 40.21%, which is on the low end of our perfect dividend payout ratio range. They've increased that dividend for 12 years. 5-year dividend growth rate of 3.9%, and their yield is 3.23%. It's great seeing CSCO's yield up over 3%.
Yeah, it's nice over 3%, especially because dividend growth has definitely slowed back into the lower single digits lately for CSCO. Definitely love to see the yield. I would want to see the yield get higher personally here. CSCO to us is not really going anywhere. They've got a pretty nice a competitive edge as well. I know, look at IT equipment at your companies that you may work for, and I can guarantee it that CSCO is either A, part of the conversation, or C or B, that CSCO is actually installed there at your workplace.
Yeah, so that was my pick, CSCO again, everybody. Lanny, who's your pick here for the Monday quick picks?
Great. Just talked about them that they could be nudging out Johnson and Johnson as one of the most reliable dividend growth stocks here, guys. We're talking about Cummins, ticker symbol CMI. They're not even a dividend aristocrat yet, let alone a dividend king like J&J is, guys. But they had record cash flow based on their last earnings. They're projected to earn well over 32 to 35 billion in revenue right now this year, just firing on all cylinders. On top of that, as we look at the metrics flashed up here on the screen, you're talking a below 12 PE ratio, a 35% dividend payout ratio, a dividend growth track record that is over 8%,
Mhm.
over the last 5 years. And as Bert and I discussed, they're actually over 10% on a 10-year basis. In multiple years, over 10% of increase in that dividend.
Yeah, it's great for a CMI. And now that their yield's right around 3% too, after the prices come down, since they're down nearly 7% year to date, they're down over 10% over the last year. Cummins is a screaming buy potentially, and I can easily see, especially if we talked about it yesterday and we're talking about it again today, the metrics just make sense to earn that spot on your watch list. I mean, to me, the metrics, it's all about the dividend growth, and that is what really stands out here for Cummins. That 8% over the last 3 years and that double-digit 10-year dividend growth rate, that is phenomenal stuff right there. There aren't a lot of companies that have that track record, and that's what's so great about this company.
Yeah, good combination here, guys, with the yield plus the growth. Again, as Bert said, a yield is almost 3% with the growth over 8%. And they've been so consistent. They're not like 1%, 12%. It is very much consistent at that 7 to 10% dividend growth rate, guys. So that is Cummins. Looking at them, hopefully at 215. Bert, any price points at Cisco that you're looking at?
No, I mean, I think it's great right now. I'd love to see it below 47, like in the 45 to 47 range. It's really not that far off. It's close. It's very close. But again, SCHD is the top of my list right now. Cisco, it's easy to nab one share there. And what do you say about Cummins, Lanny? What was your price point for them?
215.
All right, 215. So there we have it. Let us know what your thoughts are for our Monday picks. We got Cisco, Cummins, everybody. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And remember, if you're not with us, you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert the Herd and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats, over and out.